Is there any relationship advice that you held on to during these years?
Any relationship advice I've held on. So there's a ton of the relationship space is like this perpetual journey into self-discovery and wisdom. But one, I did some relationship coaching years back, and I remember I used to say it quite often. You have to. It was a Dalai. I think it was a Dalai Lama quote. At this point, I could be wrong on it, but I remember the quote. In essence, was um, one must get their own house in order before they can welcome another into it. And that came up a lot in relationships, especially with women, but relationships where people were self-sabotaging. And so, if you don't feel that you're worthy, or if you're otherwise off balance, unstable, if you haven't moved to a good, healthy place, it's impossible to get into a good, healthy relationship. And if we have a tendency to externalize our happiness or stability and say, you know what, if I can only find this guy, I'll be happy, it's almost never going to work out. The true answer is to find your own happiness, to find yourself in a state of your own security, which is metaphorically getting your own house in order, and then, of course, welcoming somebody into it. And the most beautiful thing that happens when you do that is when your house is truly in order, you no longer have to search for someone. All of a sudden, your house becomes this really welcoming place, and there's a ton of guys that just come knocking on the door.